I-O.
Can I turn on your radio?
Yes, already.
It's almost showtime.
Who's your favorite talk radio personality?
That's Todd. He's weird.
Mondays through Fridays.
He's strange.
5 to 7.
Sloppy.
I mean, he sounds perfect.
He's dreamy.
What do you say? Let's get it going.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Hey, who wants to have some fun? I do. Now, you just saying you want to have fun, or do you really want to have fun?
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. We made it to Friday. Hallelujah. And Good Friday, by the way. It's a good Friday. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Tonight on the show, we got another pair of tickets for Blink 182. Just be listening to, for their clip, All the Small Things, and be the fifth caller. We also have a current events quiz, a couple of more Evening Edge coolies to give away, courtesy of our friends at Titan Graphics. And we have some mail call to get to here shortly. First thing I wanted to talk about, we've talked about Nerf wars on this show before, and this has been going on for a while. I wasn't aware of it until a couple of years ago. We didn't have Nerf wars when I was in school. We didn't have Nerf guns. I know. Bryn, my producer, who's 18, says, "Why you didn't have?" Yeah. We had Nerf balls. That's all we had. That's all we had when I was a kid. But we've talked about this before, and this is where teenagers run around town with Nerf guns and try to shoot each other. It's a competition. You've got classes against classes. You've got cliques against cliques. You've got schools sometimes against other schools. It just goes on and on and on and on. Well, I got this notification today on my Facebook. This is from the Riverside, Ohio Police, and this is where I live. I live over there in Riverside. Community notice. We want to inform our community about an upcoming activity involving local high school students. They will be participating in a game called Water Wars. This is similar to Nerf Wars. The object of the game is for students to eliminate each other by using squirt guns. So Nerf guns, why did we move away from Nerf guns? Now it's water guns, right? Are they less dangerous? I don't know. Or maybe this is just another evolution of the game. We went from Nerf to water guns. Now, I will say that water guns are considerably cheaper than Nerf guns. And lots of times, if you're going to be using those little Nerf darts, all you can do is shoot and then leave them, because there could be snipers coming the other direction at you. You can't go and pick up your Nerf darts after you've shot them. But with squirt guns, you don't have to worry about that. That's pretty good. And I don't know. I don't think that, maybe if you have a real powerful squirt gun, or you're not going to put an eye out. A Nerf dart, maybe so. Maybe so. Students have been advised to use brightly colored squirt guns, wear clothing that does not conceal their faces, and avoid any behavior that could be perceived as criminal activity. So, this weekend, when I'm running around town and running around in Riverside, I'm going to have to be on the lookout for these kids with squirt guns, because they go all over the place with these. They keep them on their person, right? Sometimes hidden. And when they see a target, they go nuts. They go to town. If you're going to be out in the Riverside area, be careful. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. We might get some showers here and there, but it's an Easter weekend. There's going to be tons of people out on Sunday going to church, egg hunts, the whole deal. And there could be carnage, watery carnage over the weekend. They continue on. We encourage everyone in the community to remain vigilant and watch out for your neighbors. As always, if you observe any suspicious activity, please do not hesitate to call and report it. Now, I mentioned this when we talked about Nerf wars before, that you have to be careful with the crossfire, right? Because a lot of people who aren't aware of this, they're not paying attention, and maybe you find yourself with a group of teenagers or standing near a group of teenagers, you could very easily become a victim in the crossfire of this. And it can be very disconcerting, because if you don't know what's happening and suddenly you see somebody pointing something at you, you know, we could be having a really difficult conversation on Monday about something that went wrong. So just be vigilant. And I'll tell you, if I get hit by a crossfire from a water gun, somebody's getting an atomic wedgie. That's what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen. And then I'll be in the news for assault. We have some mail.
Knock off the jaw jacket. It's time for mail call.
Master, I have mail for you.
The fan man.
Oh, I'm a big fan of yours.
The mail is here.
Your hate mailbox is full.
I think that's fair. If I get caught up in the crossfire of a squirt gun battle, somebody's getting a wedgie. And I think that is appropriate. Right? No? You don't think so? Parker's shaking his head. Bryn agrees. Yeah, Bryn's on my side. If you'd like to shoot me an email, it's eveningedgetodd@gmail.com, or you can message me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok at eveningedgetodd. Hey, Todd, I love your show and listened to the podcast of last night's show this morning. The discussion about naming racing sperm about caused me to crash into a building. Not really, but it was hilarious. I came up with a few names for the racing sperm. So if you missed the show last night, here's the story. This is a real story. Next Friday at the Palladium in Los Angeles, there's going to be an event, sperm racing. Now, here's the deal. They're doing this to raise awareness and money about the declining male fertility. I didn't know there was an issue with that, but apparently there is. But the idea is that they are going to have two sperm samples racing against each other on a 20-centimeter microscopic track. Right? You follow me? Just think of it. It's a track. They say it simulates the female reproductive system. It's going to be videoed with a very high-end resolution camera. So the people who are there, who will be watching this on big screens, will be able to see these spermatozoa race towards a finish line, I guess. Maybe an egg. I don't know. There's going to be live streaming of this. There's going to be play-by-play commentary, leaderboards, and most importantly, spectators will be able to wager on the sperm racing. So that's what the email here is referring to. It's Bethany and Troy. She came up with some names for the racing sperm because it had everything, the story, but it didn't talk about the fact that the sperm don't have names like horses, like thoroughbred horses, Kentucky Derby, the whole deal. They all have very clever, creative names, but they don't name them. And I feel like they're missing an opportunity here. So Bethany and Troy, she came up with a couple: Spermzilla, Jetstream, Dash, and the Ovulator. I like that one, the Ovulator. That's pretty cool. So thank you for that, Bethany. We got another one that says, hey, Todd, I'm disappointed in your shows this week. I was hoping that we'd be giving the Easter Bunny a hearty beatdown. We beat the elf. We beat Cupid. We beat the St. Patty's Day leprechaun. Why not the Easter bunny? Please indulge me and give that bunny a beatdown. Some of those bunnies are damn scary looking. Yeah, I've seen some pretty scary Easter bunny photos. Love your show. Listen every day while making deliveries. Thank you. Gary in Huber Heights. All right. I guess we can. I don't know. I feel like that might be crossing the line. You don't mind beating down a cranky Christmas elf. You know, if you've lost out on love, maybe you don't mind beating down the Cupid, right? Leprechaun, sure. Drunken leprechaun. But the Easter bunny, I feel like that's... No, Bryn, you think? Bryn is suggesting my producer's... Really? All right. Well, hopefully the Easter bunny will recover from the beatdown by Sunday. Today happens to be National Animal Crackers Day. Now, I used to love animal crackers. You get them in that little box, right, with the little string hole, you know, like the little strap thing. You could carry them around like a little lunchbox type of thing. That was always great fun. And if I recall, they had lions, they had bears, maybe an elephant, a rhino, or a hippo or something. I don't know. I know they still make them. I haven't had animal crackers in a very, very long time, but I do know that a couple of years ago, to make the PETA people happy, they changed, I guess, the packaging of those little boxes. So no longer are the animal crackers in cages like at a zoo or a circus. The box is, I guess, they're just the animals in the wild. So maybe today is the day to go enjoy some animal crackers on National Animal Crackers Day. Or try something new.
Crackers, crackers, crackers. Crunchy, munchy animal crackers. Introducing the newest craze in the snack world. Animal crackers with actual animal parts. Why snack on ordinary animal crackers when you can indulge in a crunchy safari? Imagine munching on a giraffe's chewy neck or a delightful hippo's hefty backside. All your favorite wildlife now in one edible package. Each box of Wild Munch includes cookie shapes that replicate elephant ears, crocodile claws, penguin feet, and who could forget the all-new koala kisses? Hungry for the wild side? Our snacks are 100% certified from the genuine animal kingdom. But wait, act now and we'll throw in our exclusive Jungle Jamboree seasoning. That's right, now your crackers can taste like the wild too. Join the animal cracker revolution. Wild Munch, the goofy snack that's a little too close to nature. Available wherever the wild things are sold. Wild Munch.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper.
It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Wild Munch. All right. Hello, Amber. What's up, Eric? Silent Squirrel's on. Hey, Silent Squirrel, how you doing? Let's see. Don't forget, you can share the live stream. A super soaker? Yeah, you could use that. Joel, I like that. Todd Hollst. That's funny. Oh my gosh, they turned on the air conditioning this week, and it is chilly here in the studio. Holy cow. Oh, sorry about that. How about that? Does that help? There you go. Do, 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 do. I didn't think about that, wearing a white shirt or, you know. Yeah, they turned it on, and it's I looked earlier and it said it was like 66 or 67. I don't mind it cool, but there's a vent right in the ceiling about 3 feet away from me that just blows cool air. So I'm a little chilly. Oh, missed that one. I think, what is this? The 6th one, 7th one? Oh, missed that one too. No, well. Somebody will have to keep track. Thank you, Heather. Is messing me up. My shooting? Yeah, maybe so. I didn't stretch out enough. Yeah, that's exactly right. Gray Chevy is here. Hey, Gray. How you doing?
Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations. Students are back on campus at Florida State University today. We'll have the latest at 5:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
From a psychological standpoint, the radio station represents a link to normalcy.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Blink 182 is going to be in concert later this summer down at Riverbend. If you'd like to go see the show, be the fifth caller, 937-457-1290. And we will hook you up with a pair of tickets to see Blink 182. Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Well, I saw this. Of course, you know, Easter is Sunday, right? And I saw this story from Google search data. And over the last month or so, they've been asking Americans what their favorite Easter candy is. And they've broken it down by states, like what's the most favorite in each particular state. And surprisingly, this is crazy. So I'm going to tell you the least popular candy and which state likes them, and then I'm going to do the big reveal at the end of where Ohio stands. So in Idaho, lollipops. Wyoming and Montana, M&Ms. North Dakota and Kansas, peanut butter eggs. Rhode Island, Utah, Colorado, Minnesota, and Hawaii, gummies. Alaska and South Dakota, Skittles. Vermont, chocolate eggs. And Maine and New Hampshire, jelly beans. Every other state that was not mentioned, including Ohio, according to Google search data, Peeps are the number one Easter candy in the country. Do you agree with that? Peeps are not my favorite. I mean, I know a lot of people like them, and they're a very divisive thing. You know, some people like them, some people don't. But that is, I mean, if you look at the map that I saw, it's crazy. I mean, at least 40 of the states like Peeps? Really?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper.
It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Live from the WHIO News Center, this is Miami Valley's news at 5:30. Our top local story, a man robs a Riverside marathon with a gun this week.
It's warm and windy for now. I'm Storm Center 7 meteorologist Ryan Mirando. When you want to keep your eye to the sky and how it impacts your Easter plans in the Storm Center 7 forecast coming up.
This traffic report is sponsored by Grismer Tire and Auto Service. Expert brake repair you can trust. Make sure you can stop when you need to the most. Get a little peace of mind by making an appointment today with your trusted brake repair experts at GrismerTire.com.
We've got excellent driving conditions out there right now across the Miami Valley. No accidents or major delays.
Sucketh. Oh, sorry. Left the button on. I agree, Jeff. 100%. 100%. I love Esther Price. I have friends that live throughout the country, and every once in a while, somebody will ask me to please send them some Esther Price. Oh, those are good. Yep, Ashley, those are great. That would be a dream job, but I'm telling you, if I worked at Esther Price Candy, I'd be twice the size that I am. Every year for Christmas, we'd get when I was growing up, we'd have a box of the mix, the assorted mixed. Marcia, you've never had Esther Price, really? Huh. Yeah, I live. Well, I've mentioned I live in Riverside, so there's one over there in Airway Shopping Center, right next to the Casanos. That's a nice double stop. You got Casanos and you got Esther Price right next to each other. Oh, the chips. Okay. I was going to say that's surprising to me that if you hadn't had Esther Price. But the chip, yeah, I get it.
Break in anytime. Now, back to America's most powerful talk lineup. This is WHIO.
Everybody, could I have your attention, please?
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Now, hold on, dummy. Just you listen to me.
Now, listen to me carefully. You boys got something to say to me? Why don't you talk into the microphone?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. We have a current events quiz. And we've got a couple of Evening Edge coolies to give away. Keep your beverage chill you could be using it today. I mean, it's 80 degrees in Troy, 78 in Dayton, 79 in Belle Fountain. You could be chilling your beverage right now. If you'd like to take the quiz, be the fifth caller at 937-457-1290. You'll be talking to Bryn, my producer. She'll get you on the air. And we'll get going with the current events quiz. So be the fifth caller, and you can take the quiz. We got another celebrity going to jail.
Dateline, Hollywood. There's a terrible scandal. He gets arrested. All right, cuff him.
He's a celebrity. This could ruin his career.
She's going to jail.
All celebrities are insane.
Well, this was, I guess, not really surprising because he's been in trouble before, but I saw the video of this today on TMZ, and I'm talking about Haley Joel Osment. Now, you know who that is, right? I see dead people from The Sixth Sense. He was also Forrest Gump Jr., the little boy. He was arrested earlier this month in Colorado. He was at, or California, excuse me. Mammoth Mountain in Mammoth Lakes, California. I guess he was there doing some skiing or something, but Osment got really, really, really drunk at a bar. And at some point, they cut him off because he got drunky and sloppy and spilled his drink. So they said, "You're out of here." Well, the next thing you know, he has an encounter with some officers because they got called, and he starts mouthing off. He calls one of the cops a effing Nazi, which, it's not. You're asking for trouble. And then he used a anti-Semitic name towards one of the officers. And, of course, they cuffed him. And then when they were searching him, they found cocaine residue on I guess, a dollar bill or a $20 bill or something that he had on his person. So he was arrested. Well, now today, or maybe it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. He came out and apologized for his behavior. And he said he was absolutely horrified by what he saw on the body cam footage. And he says he had a blackout. He doesn't remember any of it. But anyway, yeah. Actor Haley Joel Osment going to jail. All right, we got, who do we have here? JD is on the line. JD, where are you calling from, buddy?
Springfield.
Beautiful Springfield. Now, you want to take the current events quiz?
Sure.
Let's get it going.
Oh, my God. Listen, everybody.
It's the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Can you answer the question?
I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh?
Now, here's your host, Todd Hollst.
Sponsored locally by Titan Graphics. Thank you very much, Norm Kelly, official announcer of the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz. Now, JD from Springfield, you're playing for a couple of Evening Edge Coolies tonight. These are going to keep your beverage chill during the hot summer months here in the Miami Valley. They are fancy looking, I'm telling you. All right. Now, do you know how to play the current events quiz, JD?
Let's see. Is this the one where the answers always C?
That is correct. I'm going to give you three possible questions and three possible answers. And the answer is always C. And all of these questions tonight have to do with breaking the law. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Here's question number one. Cops in Falmouth. Let me start that again. Cops in Falmouth, Massachusetts. I don't know what's going on.
Beer.
Cops in Falmouth, Massachusetts say they recently spotted nearly 500 of these dumped on a local roadway. A, Dunkin' Donut munchkins. B, squashed Easter peeps. Or C, nails.
Nail. C.
You got it. There was somebody doing that in Cincinnati. They were dropping nails, like big handfuls of nails out in traffic, and people were getting flat tires. They don't know who did it up there in Massachusetts, but they're looking.
Hopefully they'll find them.
Yes, they will. Yeah, hopefully they will. Agents, question number two. Agents on the Mexican border recently uncovered $8 million worth of meth inside A, boxes of Mexican sombreros, B, boxes of Mexican jumping beans, or C, boxes of Mexican squash.
C.
You got it. All right, here's question number three for the big win. Cops in Oklahoma say they arrested a man after a lengthy chase. The man was driving A, stolen ice cream truck, B, a stolen Amish buggy, or C, a stolen golf cart.
I'll have to go with C.
You got it. And speeds reached 13 miles per hour. The driver was illegally driving on a road and refused to stop. The driver then took off through a ditch, then got onto Highway 75. Then the driver led cops down a side road where he finally gave up. Well, congratulations. You are the winner, JD. Hang on the line. We'll get your. Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Real quick, I was going to tell you when you were talking about eating peeps for Easter.
Oh yeah.
You try cooking them on a campfire. They're
Oh,
delicious.
I bet that makes sense, right? Just a little roasted marshmallow peep.
They get nice and crunchy on the outside, gooey on the inside.
That's how I like my peeps, JD. All right, hang on the line. We'll get your details and we'll get those coolies out to you, okay? Happy Easter, and that's how you play the current events quiz. We have a Florida woman, actually 2 Florida women, up to no good. That's what they were doing.
She's totally crazy. She ain't no lady. Meth grin, smells of gin. She's really wild, yeah, doing it.
These two probably did smell like gin in the story.
Pull a razor, carries a taser, trash a bar, steals a car. She's the one Mama said stay far away from. Yeah, she's a Florida woman.
Well, this happened down in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Happened a couple of months ago, but the teachers were finally charged. Actually, it was a teacher and a school principal, both Florida women. They've been charged with, corruption of minors, basically, and several other charges. They were both caught on camera hosting a house party with over 100 students where alcohol was present. This incident occurred at the home of a former principal at Roosevelt Elementary. An elementary school principal having a house party for teenagers with booze. Cops arrived to find a chaotic scene with minors drinking. One teenager so drunk they had to get medical treatment. Body camera footage from the police also shows a teacher at the same school slurring her words and appearing intoxicated as she spoke to officers. Though she denied being drunk, officers stated that they could smell alcohol on her. Both women were suspended from their positions following the incident. Now they're facing multiple charges. This is like the 4th or 5th story I've had on the show, maybe in a year, where teachers, or in this case, a principal, and I'm almost certain we had one, was it down in Kentucky? Somewhere in northern Kentucky, I feel like there was a story, and it was either the superintendent of the school district or somebody high up was seen at a party with with students getting drunk. And I want to say maybe he was holding a beer funnel for one of the students, or he was using the beer funnel. I can't remember what it was, but it's just a stupid idea to have parties or go to parties with students if you're a teacher or a principal. That goes without saying. But in today's world where every kid has a smartphone that can record video, you don't think for 1 second somebody's going to snap, video or even photos. What are they thinking? I don't understand any of that. It boggles my mind. 937-457-1290. I saw this story. This is a restaurant in Thailand, and it's called the Chiang Mai Breakfast World. And they are facing some serious backlash for what is being called fat shaming. Now, this, I saw it and it made me giggle, but I will say, yeah, this is kind of cruel. So what they did is they set up several metal poles in front of the restaurant, okay? And between each pole, like the 2 poles, it was a certain width, and then the next one was a smaller width, and it kept going and going and going. The thinner you are, the skinnier you are, the bigger the discount that you get for your meal. So if you're able to fit through, in between the 2 poles that are like a foot apart, which is not very far, you get a 25% discount. If you can't fit through any of those and you fit through the only one is the biggest one, you have to pay full price. And this is, I guess, this is a resort of some sort. Yeah. Crazy. But it's going viral on Instagram, and the video is it's kind of amusing trying to see people fit through between the poles.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy, a hero.
I think I'd pay double.
It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Oh, hey, Cherry, how you doing? Brad, what's up? Eric, how you doing? Marco, thanks for checking out the show. Appreciate it. All right, we got some more paper wads. Get it going here. Oh, to the right, to the right. That one was short. Boy, I think it is the cold. The cold is affecting my form. Hey, William, how you doing? Yeah, Joel, I didn't I left the house this morning and it was nice and warm and didn't even think about the fact that it was going to be freezing in here. I need to just I need to bring in my WHIO sweatshirt and just leave it in here. I could come in and do the show and put on my sweatshirt or sweater like Mr. Rogers. Metal detecting season. I never got out to do that, did I, William? I'm so lame. Hey, Gary, how you doing? Willie's on. Yeah, I know. I never got out to do that. Your boyfriends? You got more than one?
Plumbing Studios. Breathe easy. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. This is WHIO Dayton and WHIO FM Pleasant Hill. All news, all the time.
Rain comes this weekend. We'll have the latest at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
And now for our devoted listeners, back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
He's sweeter than a sorbet, creamy guy. Less sugar than Beyonce. You can't deny his smile brings a brighter day. We want a Dante.
So Monday, you want to be here for the show, 6 o'clock hour. Dante Jones, former Storm Center 7 meteorologist, beloved. He is beloved. He was beloved here, and now he's working in Cleveland, and he's beloved there. He is the snappiest dresser I've ever worked with. Just a lot of fun to be around. And whenever he would come on the show when he worked here, we just have a great time. Well, he's going to be back in town on Monday doing some stuff. And he said, hey, if you'd like, no pressure, I can come to the show. I'm like, what do you mean? You don't even have to ask. You can just show up. Just show up. So he's going to be here on Monday in the 6 o'clock hour. He's a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing my old friend Dante Jones. I'm going to be looking forward to seeing you. Yes, you. I'm going to be doing a show live, the Evening Edge Happy Hour, on Wednesday, May 7th. Put it on your calendar. We're taking the show on the road. We're going to be at the Buffalo Wild Wings in Xenia. That's on Hospitality Drive, located right between the Lowe's and the Walmart. And I'm going to be there with Harley Davidson of Xenia for their bike night. This is the first bike night, and they're going to do these throughout the summer. Wednesday night bike nights. And on this particular one, we're going to be raising funds for Dayton Children's Hospital and the K99.1 FM Radiothon. So all you Edgeheads out there, we don't get a chance to mingle very often, right? So here's your chance. Wednesday, May 7th, BW3, 5 to 7, right there in beautiful Xenia.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy, a hero.
He's a keeper. It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Well, Ashley, what's his name? Yep. Steve, I'll have it. I just played it, in fact. I don't know if you heard it. I'll play it again.
He's sweeter than a sorbet, creamy guy, and smoother than Beyonce. You can't deny his smile brings a brighter day. We want a Dante.
Hey, Ron. That marathon is the one that I go to that got robbed on Linden. Those people there are really cool. And it's funny, like a week or so ago, they're open 24 hours. I wondered, like, they ever been robbed? And then you do a story. Passed out in the lawn. Yeah. All right. Hey, Ron, how you doing? Oh, that's nice, Kathy. That's cool to hear. Yeah, he's super, super nice. Hey, Tim, how you doing? Hey, Zach.
When it breaks. I'm Ron Otto, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO, Dayton's News and Talk. Depend on it.
If news breaks, we break in anytime. Now, back to America's most powerful talk lineup. This is WHIO.
I believe it's about that time.
Turn the radio on, This is my friend, Todd.
He makes me laugh.
From Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, super! What a crackpot.
Would you please just listen?
Really fun. And it's free. Oh boy, this is great.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Why can't you accept me for what I am? Why?
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up and rolling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Coming up, we got some food news. We got an Ohio man and a crazy story about a guy who's been arrested for shooting a bear. Yeah. And here's the thing. It's I don't know. I kind of side with this guy. I feel like he was defending himself and his family, but we'll get to that story. Here in Dayton, we have the Cat Cafe. You heard of this place? There's a Cat Cafe. Brent, have you been there? Do you know about the? Oh, well, can you hop on? So, Bryn, my producer, you've been to the Cat Cafe here in town.
Yeah, a few years ago.
So, do these? Is it a? I've never been, and I've heard it talked about. Do you take your cat to the Cat Cafe like some people will take their dogs to a bar or patio or something, or does the Cat Cafe have cats and you just show up to have coffee or tea or whatever they serve, and then you mix and mingle with their cats? How does it work?
They have cats there, and basically just like what you said, you get your food, you get your coffee or whatever, and then they have this room where you eat it, and there are cats there, and
really
you pet them and play with them.
So you eat your dinner or meal or whatever while engaging with the cats.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, the reason I bring this up is because I see an opportunity for somebody locally. We've got the Cat Cafe. There is a place that opened up down in St. Augustine, Florida, that is sort of the same premise. But instead of cats, you can have an experience with yes, capybaras. So popular, they've been called the it animal right now. That is the hot animal, the capybara. So this is kind of interesting. You go to this place. It's the Capybara Cafe there in St. Augustine. And you can go in, and for $49 a person for a half an hour, or $100 for an hour-long encounter, you can spend your time with a capybara. Now, until a few years ago, I have to be honest, I'd never heard of the capybara. I had no idea what this was. It turns out it's a lovable rodent from Central America. And they've become popular. I don't know if it's because of that song, maybe social video or social media videos. I have no idea. I don't ever remember hearing of the capybara when I was growing up. But now they're all the rage. And I looked online, and you are allowed to own a capybara in Ohio. You're allowed to own it. And in fact, there are a number of places. Now, these look to me like these are zoos. There's the African Safari Wild Park somewhere in Ohio, wherever that is. The Columbus Zoo. There's a place called Paws and Claws Animal Encounters, and Majestic Meadows Alpacas. I guess they've got some capybaras. But you can own these. And I thought, well, somebody could jump on this. I don't know where the cat cafe is. Maybe there's an adjoining storefront where somebody could bring in capybaras. But this place, it's not just capybaras. This place also offers encounters with skunks, wallabies, and armadillos. Isn't that interesting? You just sit there and, you just play with these animals. But boy, that's kind of expensive though, isn't it? $49 for a half an hour encounter with a rodent? I mean, I guess they're cute. Or $100? That seems a bit steep. It really does. 937-457-1290. We've got some food news.
Hey, I'm kind of hungry. Who's got the food?
Well, what's your favorite food?
No flavor's your food.
This is a lot of food.
Isn't it glorious?
How you got so big that you own of this kind? This is so something.
Is that for me? The call? Who is it?
It's Larry.
Hanskin?
Yeah.
Oh! Well, it doesn't say. I didn't see it doesn't say who it is. Is this Larry Hanskin?
Yeah, Todd.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, I heard you talking about capybaras.
Yes.
And it's appropriate that you're doing it on Good Friday.
Oh?
Because in Venezuela, during Lent, Catholics are allowed to eat capybaras on Friday because they are semi-aquatic animals.
Good. Wow. Really? Now, how does one prepare a capybara, I wonder?
Well, all I know is that anyone who's ever had capybara and didn't like it, they said it wasn't fixed well.
Right. You probably need to marinate it quite a bit. Well, that's interesting. That's on the list of food that you can eat on Lent. That's
on the last Friday of Lent.
The last Friday of Lent. Okay, not just any old Friday. The last Friday.
Well, no, you could eat it any Friday, but this is the last Friday of Lent.
Oh, well,
This information is late.
I got you. Have you ever had an encounter with a capybara?
I have not.
Yeah, there's supposedly the hot it animal right now. Like they're very, very popular. And they've got
probably related some way to a guinea pig, no doubt.
They are. They that's what I saw, that they are somehow related to a guinea pig, but they're huge. They could be, what does it say? Where's the story? They can be 4 feet long and weigh 100 pounds or more.
Enough to feed a family.
Exactly. Exactly. It's the perfect Lent dish that you've been craving. Awesome. Well, Larry, thank you for the information, and have a great Easter.
And you as well, Todd.
All right. There you go. See, that was, I love it. Some great information there. I can't imagine eating one of those, though. You know, that doesn't sound too appetizing. But we do have some food news on that note. And I mentioned that I was going to be at BW3 on May 7th, Wednesday, May 7th, for an Evening Edge happy hour. Buffalo Wild Wings is bringing back its popular all-you-can-eat deals. Now, I don't know how many wings I could eat now. At one time, I could put them away. I'm talking between 20 and 30. I could do it. I can't do that anymore. Something has changed. I can't eat like that anymore. But last year, the chain offered customers an all-you-can-eat deal, wings and fries, all-you-can-eat wings and fries for $20 every Monday and Wednesday. Well, this year's deal will offer boneless and traditional wings and will be available 4 days a week. And that's starting on Monday. So if you're looking to fill up on some tasty wings, and I've had people bring me BW3 wings on Wing It Wednesday, and I do enjoy those. Also, something that's making a comeback, Taco Bell is bringing back their crispy chicken nuggets. And I tried these. When they came out towards the end of last year. They were amazing. They were so good, and there's a sauce that they give you with it. Really, really good. But they sold out. They were so popular. Taco Bell sold out of all of their crispy nuggets. But they're making a comeback, at least for a limited time, for 8 weeks. I always hate that. A limited time only. Beginning April 24th, chicken nuggets will return to Taco Bell nationwide. However, the company is saying that they may become permanent menu additions in 2026. So that's cool. I really like these. They're certainly better than McDonald's chicken nuggets in my view, 100%. I would compare them probably to like Wendy's chicken nuggets. But it was the sauce. It was the sauce that you could get that were just so good. So there's something to look forward to next week. You got the BW3 all-you-can-eat thing. And this year, I failed to mention this. Last year, it was just for boneless wings. This year, it's going to be for both the traditional. Maybe I did say that, but the deal will cost $19.99 for boneless and $24.99 for traditional. But anyway, that sounds pretty good. And then, chicken wings and chicken nuggets.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper. It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Capibara, 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 capibara.
I love that song. Love it, love it. Hey, Travis. Hey, Gray. How you doing? I was live earlier and somehow I got knocked off. I don't know what the story was with that, but it booted me off. Daggone TikTok. The truth is like after like 90 minutes, it wants to make sure that you're still on, you know? So you have to do this stupid thing where you had to press little pictures, and I can't see them. They're too small. It's too small. And it just kicked me off and only gave me 5 minutes to do it. I'm right in the middle of a break. A segment. I can't be doing that. Crying out loud. Okay, I got a recall story here. No free cocktails.
Big Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
You ain't gonna want to miss this.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. We just had a story about a capybara, cafe down in St. Augustine, Florida for $50 for a half an hour, $100 for a full hour. You could go hang out with a capybara. And we had Miami Valley's Morning News, Larry Hanskin, call in, and I didn't realize this, but the capybara apparently is a delicacy. Well, I don't know if it's a delicacy, but it's something that people eat in South America. And I guess it's very popular. And I didn't know how to prepare. I mean, how do you cook, or how do you bake, or how do you make or prepare a capybara? Well, according to the interwebs, it's typically braised, roasted, or grilled, with flavors influenced by regional cuisine. While some recipes focus on roasting the whole animal, others, like the capybara pie. Ooh, I wonder if it has one of those yummy crusts. Oh, yeah. Let's see, what else? Well, it goes into how to skin and hide a capybara. I'm not interested in that. We got some recall news.
Are you satisfied with our product?
No, not at all.
It's junk. What a ripoff.
Down the recall.
I want my money back.
It's junk.
What a ripoff.
It fell apart pretty quick.
You ripped me off.
I want my money back.
So, we talk about from time to time recalls on this show. Ron talks about them all the time in the news, and 9 times out of 10, it's it's like a motor vehicle. Some cars being recalled because something's broken on it. We hear about that a lot with Teslas. We've had a ton of those recalls, and sometimes it might be a toy that a kid will be playing with, right? Something will break off. It could become a choking hazard, that kind of deal. So we try to keep you up to date on these. This might be the most unusual recall that I've ever heard of, but for the reason, okay. There's a pair of women's waterproof boots from the North Face. It's the Shalista V Mid waterproof boots. They've been recalled. Now you might ask yourself, well, why would a pair of boots be recalled? What could go wrong with a pair of boots or a pair of shoes in general? What could go wrong with them? Well, apparently these boots, and they look like snow boots / hiking boots, probably more snow boots, right? Apparently, the Consumer Product Safety Commission says that they are a fall hazard. So these particular boots are hazardous to wear because you might fall. Does that strike anybody oddly? It's just like at some point somebody had to do some testing and you thought, well, why? What makes a shoe a fall hazard? I guess maybe flip-flops. Maybe flip-flops could be a fall hazard, but a winter boot. Well, it turns out these boots have those metal hooks for the laces, where you kind of have to pull them around. They don't go through the eyelet, that you pull them around. Apparently the hooks are too large. And when you're walking along, one of the shoelaces from the other boot can hook onto one of the metal hooks on the other boot. And then you fall down.
Boot to the head.
That's what happens. You get tripped up. But I've never heard of that before. A boot, or any shoe for that matter, being recalled because it's a trip hazard. That's a very poorly designed shoe.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Got some paper wads here. Oh, off the rim. Oh, man. totally missed that one. Do they really, Bella? Interesting. Huh. I guess it's not unusual.
We break in anytime. Now, back to America's most powerful talk lineup. This is WHIO.
And now, with your permission, I'm going to do my stuff.
Could this day get any more fantastic?
Let's get on with it.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Coming up, I got a story about a guy who's facing charges because he shot a bear that wandered into his house. Crazy story. We'll get to that here in a second. Also have a Ohio man and an Ohio woman story to get to, but I want to talk to Julie in Dayton. What's going on, Julie? How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself, Todd? I love your show.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm glad it's Friday and I'm ready for the weekend.
Me too.
Yeah. So what's happening?
Okay. You were talking about the boots being recalled and you never heard about it before?
Well, yeah, there were some North Face boots that have been recalled because they're a fall hazard. And I'd never really heard of shoes being recalled because of the fall hazard. But once it's explained, I kind of get it.
Well, there should have been some that were recalled about probably 15 to 17 years ago. They were the Reebok hiking boots.
And did those have the little metal
Yes.
hooks?
The eyelets.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was in Dulles Airport waiting to come back to Dayton, and I'm going along, pulling my suitcase, going down a little incline, and those things clipped together, and I just, bam, broke my nose right in the middle of there.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, somebody on the live stream mentioned that, and they had some boots that were very similar, and they had to use like a wrench or something to fix them because they would just sort of click each other and catch each other, and I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I ended up taking pliers and scrunching them down.
But wouldn't you think when those were being developed and tested, somebody would have thought, hey, there's a possibility if people are, they get their feet too close together, that maybe they could clip each other?
Yeah, sure would have been nice.
Yeah.
That was awful to be in a different state and trying to get home and breaking my nose.
Breaking your nose. That was so. What did you do? Did you have to leave the airport and go to the hospital, or did you just?
Yeah, people around me got staff, and they called not the authorities, but the ambulance and everything.
Oh, wow.
And basically, there wasn't much they could do, but they packed it, and then I had to fly home with a packed nose.
Oh, that had to be awful.
It was.
I remember this is another subject, but what you're just talking about, flying with a broken nose. I remember when I was in college, I was visiting my girlfriend during the Christmas break. She lived in Virginia. And one morning I woke up and I had a really bad toothache. And by that night I was in agony, and I still had my wisdom teeth, and I had an impact, but I had to drive from Virginia to Dayton without any pain meds.
Oh my God!
with an infected tooth. It was just the worst. I'll never forget that drive. Well, I'm glad that you're okay, Julie. And did your nose heal okay?
It's a little crooked, but better than having it rebroke again.
Oh, Julie, I bet it's cute.
Oh, thank you.
It's cute. I appreciate your call. Have a great weekend. That line's open, 937-457-1290. We got animals attacking.
There is a wild side to every animal.
Here's something you like when animals attack magicians.
Animals took revenge.
Animals attack. Craziest animal attack story.
You're about to find out when animals attack.
Well, here's this crazy story. This took place in a little town called Bethlehem, Connecticut. A man there was arrested after he shot and killed a bear that wandered into his home while his children were inside. Apparently, they have a big problem with bears in Connecticut. They've been experiencing a surge in bear encounters. In 2024, the state recorded 3,000 human-bear conflicts, including 67 incidents of bears entering homes. There, though, you're allowed to kill a bear in self-defense if it's about to harm a person or pet, or if it enters an occupied building. So this guy was at home with his kids, and I guess they were playing in the garage. And I'm assuming, yeah, the garage was open, and in wanders this bear. According to the guy, the bear grabbed a couple of bags out of the garage. Who knows what were in the bags? And then took off after the family dog started chasing him. And the dog chased the bear up a tree, just like you would see in a cartoon, right? That's what happened. But apparently the bear was not backing down, and the guy decided that he was going to try to warn the bear away. So I don't know where they live. I'm assuming they live obviously in a wooded area. Maybe they're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I don't think he lives in a neighborhood. It doesn't say. I don't know how big Bethlehem, Connecticut is, but I'm sure it's pretty small. But he fired some warning shots towards the bear. Now, he says he shot him towards the bear, not at the bear. Towards the bear. The bear then climbed down the tree and took off into the woods. Well, the next day or day so later, a neighbor who was out walking in the woods discovered the bear had actually been shot. He actually shot the bear. So that guy reported it to the police. And then a couple of weeks later, the environmental protection folks show up at this dude's house and says, "Hey, man, you shot the bear." And they're saying that it was an illegal takedown of the bear, even though the bear came into his garage. I don't know. I kind of feel like the guy was in the right. I mean, I don't like the idea of shooting a bear, but if the bear comes into your garage and is able to make off with bags of your stuff, whatever it is, he's coming back. He's 100% coming back because he knows where the goods are, right? He knows where the goods are. But this guy, he was facing charges, and I guess he entered into some sort of program for first-time bear killers. And he'll be free and able to go back to his normal life without having to worrying about the charges. But what a crazy story! What a crazy story! I remember we had a story a couple of years ago of somebody having a bear encounter, and we used to have a producer here, and he told me that one night he was coming back from somewhere. This was like in Virginia, West Virginia. Driving down the highway and hit a bear. I never heard of that. I mean, I've heard of people hitting deer, right? I've heard of people hitting, of course, sadly, doggies and kitties and all kinds of animals. But a bear. I don't know how big the bear was. I'm assuming because it was in West Virginia, it was probably a black bear. Wasn't like a big grizzly, because grizzlies don't I don't think they live there. But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. We've got some Ohio man news.
He's Ohio man, causing chaos is his plan. Breaking all the laws, on the run from dusk to dawn.
By the way, I have to give a shout out, a belated birthday to Daniel Miller. I told Ashley, Edgehead Ashley on the live stream I would do it, and I almost forgot, but I just remembered. So happy belated birthday to her boyfriend. Sheriff's deputies in Summit County arrested a man on Friday after he threw a bag of cut off kittens' tails at a woman. Yeah. Sheriff's deputies say a 57-year-old man named Brent Stolnaker from Greene, Ohio, had been involved in an earlier argument with a woman. Woman told deputies he had sent her text messages saying he was going to hurt some newborn kittens soon after this loser allegedly walked up to the female in a garage and threw a container with cut off kitten tails at her. Unbelievable. When deputies arrived on the scene, they found the man in his van and ordered him to get out. He allegedly threw a loaded .45 caliber pistol when he got out of the car. So this guy is just a real winner all around. He was arrested and booked into the Summit County Jail on animal cruelty charges. But good news, the kittens were taken to a veterinary clinic where they are recovering from their injuries. So that's good. But wow, oh, wow. And now we have, on the flip side, an Ohio woman's story.
Ohio woman, Ohio woman, Ohio woman, Ohio woman.
Well, this story takes place in Richmond Heights, Ohio. Officers there responded on April 13th to a report of a woman who was yelling out in front of a supermarket and dropping her pants at a bus stop. They located the woman who could not stop pacing or rambling. When asked if she had any weapons, she handed them a crack pipe. Well, there you go. Police asked her name, and she reportedly said her name was, you ready for this? I think we need a drum roll. Seems appropriate. Hoochie Smoochie Hoochie Poochie. And when paramedics arrived to check on her well-being, she dropped her pants because, well, she wanted to show them, and I'm not going to say the word, but it rhymes with Hoochie Smoochie Hoochie Poochie. Okay? The woman, who's 23, was arrested and taken to jail. So there you go. That's the end of the road for Hoochie Smoochie Hoochie Poochie, I guess.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper.
It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Boy, it's an off night for paper wads. I think it is the cold. 100% the cold. Man, oh man. What? Men aren't supposed to drink from straws? I don't know what that means. I drink from straws all the time. And in fact, we have to have a straw in the studio because we can't have open containers of beverage because it could spill all over the equipment. So, yeah, I drink with straws all the time. I love Charo. I remember when I interviewed years ago, I interviewed Ed McMahon and we talked about Charo.
WHIO Dayton and WHIO FM Pleasant Hill. All news, all the time.
The weekend starts off wet with a chance of a thunderstorm. We'll have latest at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
This is a job for Weenie Man.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Wrapping things up this week with some Star Wars news. So I saw this today that yet another new Star Wars film is in the works, and it's going to star Ryan Gosling. He was Ken, wasn't he? He was the Ken doll in Barbie. It's going to be called Star Wars Starfighter. Star Wars Starfighter. And it will take place 5 years after the events of 2019's The Rise of Skywalker. The movie is said to be an entirely new adventure featuring all new characters set in a time period that has not been explored on screen yet. And it's supposed to come out in May of 2027. So you'll have to wait a couple of years, but it should be interesting. I like Ryan Gosling. I like Star Wars. So maybe it'll be a nice collaboration. And by the way, if you're wondering, all the Star Wars movies in total since 1977, they've made $5.1 billion worldwide. It's a lot of lightsaber money. Well, have a great weekend and have a great Easter. Have fun out there if you got Easter egg hunts. I think the weather said we could have some showers here and there on Sunday morning, but in the afternoon it's supposed to be fairly dry. So if you're having Easter dinner, maybe you won't get rained on. I think the temperature is going to be in the 70s. So have a terrific weekend. Don't forget, you get the podcast of the show at eveningedgetodd.com and all your favorite podcast platforms. And you can go back and watch the live stream on Facebook and YouTube. Have a terrific weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Don't forget, Dante Jones will be here Monday at 6.
That's it. I'm out of ideas.
He's done. It's over. He's finished.
Sorry, buddy. Show's over.
Say good night to the bad guy.
Now give me a kiss and say goodnight.
Good riddance, you loony.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brian.
All right, everybody. Have a terrific weekend. See ya. Be safe.